Good evening, guys. My name is Tommy, and welcome to Northern Ear Reactions. I hope you're all okay. Tonight, we're doing a very special Patreon request, and this is for Northern Ear patron Jacob. First of all, thank you very much for supporting the channel again. And for those of you that don't know, basically, if you join the Patreon, one of the things that you can get is your very own guaranteed reaction to any song or video on YouTube per month. Within reason, as long as it's not like half an hour long or offensive or anything like that. I'll listen to it and tell you what I think of it. And Jacob's got in touch this month and he has asked me to listen to Black Sabbath, Ozzy era, and the song that he's asked me to listen to is Into the Void. He's given me a really handy link. It says that it's with lyrics, so that'll be really good. And this is interesting because we've only just done a Black Sabbath song. We did a Tony Martin Black Sabbath song the other night, and I was just saying how I think I prefer Tony Martin and Ronnie's vocals from what I've heard so far, but I don't know whether that's just because I haven't heard the right Ozzy song, and the comments that I've got was that Ozzy brought a lot more to the Black Sabbath band than just vocals. He was the life and soul of the band. He was the presence. He was the attitude. He was more than just vocals, which is, in my defence, what I was looking for all this time. So I'm hoping tonight I get a little bit of that in that song. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is Black Sabbath, Into the Void. I'll see you in just over 6 minutes. Let's go. What I like is the first time round, all the notes were quite short. They were staccato. Duh, 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 duh. The second time round, the bass lets some of the notes ring out. Duh, 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 duh. Just give it a little bit of a different feeling, a bit more of a fluid feeling. I like that. It's actually a pretty cool riff, really. That bass is awesome.
Rocket engines burning fuel so fast, up into the black skies
Nice little advert there for a toy store at the end. Might have to cut that out. Um, Black Sabbath, Into the Void. That's the second Black Sabbath song that I've heard now that is about like the state of humanity and the state of Earth. The first one was Iron Man all those months ago, which, if I remember rightly, Iron Man was sent to save the world, or he came from time to save the world and nobody listened to him. So he ended up just getting ignored and stuck in Earth, and because nobody listened to him, he ended up destroying the world uh, out of anger. And then this is a song about basically people getting off the Earth because it's so bad and finding another place to stay. The really great thing about that song, though, is the music, the different riffs, the different sections of the song. That opening phrase, the opening riff with the bass, a lot of octave work going on there. It had almost like a jazzy feel to it, a little bit like a bluesy jazzy feel to it. And I thought that was really nice. I mentioned at the start, like the change ups of playing staccato and then not, was a nice little touch. I don't know whether that was deliberate. It might be that you guys get in the comment section and say that's just how we played it on the day, kind of thing. It's not the official way or anything like that. That was nice though. And then that first major transition where the beat really picked up and it almost had a bit of a like a racing sound to it. The song really picked up in tempo. I thought that was great. I can't put my finger on what it sounded like though, but it reminded me of another song that does that similar kind of thing where it like picks up. I wish I could remember the song that it reminded me of, but I thought that was really really good. And then we came back to that main riff again, which all underpinned so far by the bass. The bass's tone, this really kind of deep, gnarly bass with a bit of growl to it. It sounded really good. And then the solos at the end. I'm gonna say solos because it sounded like two solos because it was in both ears, but it's probably just the same guitarist. Almost like a call and response, one phrase going on in the right ear, the response then going on in the left ear for a little bit, and then they both joined in. And what I really enjoyed was whilst the guitarist was playing the solo, the bass was going for it. The bass was carrying on playing that main riff that was driving things along. And it was almost at that point during the solo that the bass started to take control because up until that point I was listening to that call and response in the guitar, and then I noticed the bass started playing the main riff and I thought, oh, that's interesting. He's not kind of diverging from that main riff. And it was almost like the bass pulled the guitar in because then the guitar ended up joining the bass and playing the same riff together again. And I thought that was nice because it's almost like the bassist was musically saying, come on now, you've had enough. You've had enough time in the limelight. Come on, get back to playing the song. And I thought that was pretty cool. I do think, though, with Ozzy in Black Sabbath, I think what is really going to make things click for me is to watch them live. Let me see him on stage. Let me see him bring this presence that everyone is talking about. Because I'll be honest, when it's completely blind like this and I've never heard the band before properly, and I'm only going off one or two songs that I've heard, it's hard not to just go off vocals. It's hard not to just go off what you're hearing. And I'm still going to say that vocally I prefer Ronnie and Tony Martin, what we heard the other night. And I think the bit that I'm not getting just yet, what you guys are all talking about, is only what I'm going to get from seeing him live and watching him do a performance. So if there is an Ozzy Black Sabbath live show that you think I should watch, get in the comment section and let me know. But overall, I really, really enjoyed that. I thought that was really, really good. Again, great music, Great story, and that's what I like about Black Sabbath. They have a story to tell. Let me know though, who writes the Black Sabbath songs? Was it the lead singers? Because what I have noticed, Iron Man and Into the Void have both been stories. Have actually had a plot, if you like, in the lyrics. It's actually telling you that something is happening. So is that just down to Ozzy? Or was that just the space that Black Sabbath were in at the time? I think they were earlier when Ozzy was the lead singer. Or is it that the other singers brought their more metaphorical, poetic um, lyrics? I don't know. Let me know. Fill in that gap for me because I'm just noticing that I don't know whether it's a hallmark of Ronnie, but Heaven and Hell, Bleeding for the Dancer, and all that kind of stuff is very like I said, metaphorical, poetic, whereas there's a bit more of a narrative to the two Aussie songs that I've heard so far. But yeah, I thought that was great. Jacob, thank you very much for suggesting it. I really, really appreciate that, and I really enjoyed listening to that. That was Black Sabbath Into the Void. I hope you've liked the reaction. If you are brand new here as well, and this is your first time watching a Northern Ear reaction, first of all, thank you very much for tuning in. But second of all, take a look around. We've got loads and loads and loads of metal. I've tried to split up as many playlists as I can. So take a look around, and if you like what you see, then consider subscribing. The channel is 1 year old in 10 days, and we're only 250 subscribers off hitting 10,000. And it would be perfect if we could hit 10,000 around the same time as the 1 year birthday. So if you have liked what you see, then I don't usually say click the like button, smash the like button. I don't usually say that, but for the next 10 days, I'm going to say if you are inkling about subscribing, then click the subscribe button. Other than that, guys, thank you very much. Have a good night, and I'll be back tomorrow for some more reactions. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.